मेरी दाढ़ी दिख रही है आपको? जो थोड़ी बहुत दाढ़ी है. So today morning I was preparing to shave it off, and normally I use my Philips electric shaver. So when I switched it on, I found that the battery is low, and obviously I did not have a replacement battery or a fresh battery to uh, make use of my shaver today morning. But a thought struck me, and this has to do with the Israel and Hezbollah fight that's going on, and what supposedly Israel pulled off a few days back, which is exploding walkie-talkies, exploding pagers. That's what they pulled off a few days back. So what exactly happened in those? From whatever I've seen on YouTube and other channels, basically the battery got replaced in those pagers or in those walkie-talkies. So wherever batteries are in use, something like this can be done, isn't it? So I was wondering that now this has happened, what else can happen? So basically batteries have become a tool in the hands of terrorists, or a way of making terror acts possible in a different way. So like what can happen? So for example, I want to replace the battery in my shaver. So I go to a store and I try to buy a pack of new batteries, right? What we call in India, or what we normally call in India in Hindi also, is pencil cell, right? So अगर हम वो बैटरी खरीदते हैं और इसमें लगाते हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली वो बैटरी भी एक्सप्लोड कर सकती है कि नहीं? तो कैसे वो बैटरी कैसे एक्सप्लोड कर सकती है? तो जहाँ से भी आप ये बैटरीज बाय करते हैं, वेर एवर यू बाय इट फ्रॉम, किराना स्टोर और प्रोविजन स्टोर और electrical goods store, so wherever you get such things like batteries, right? So suppose the supplies of such batteries to these stores get intercepted by terrorist elements, or sympathizers of terrorists, and they sneak in such explosive batteries, and those batteries come to the shelves of these stores, and people like us end up buying. The other way is that suppose these stores, when they're closed at night, somebody just sneaks in and replaces the entire lot of batteries that they have in stock with some explosive kind of batteries, and when any customer or people like us buy those batteries and use those in our gadgets or whatever appliances, they explode, right? So why am I talking about this? So my feeling is that ये जो भी हुआ है इजराइल और हेजबुल्ला के बीच में, और ये जो भी मेथड यूज़ किया गया है इजराइल के द्वारा, एनीवे टेररिस्ट, so whether terror acts can be committed under good names and bad names both, right? So चोर हो या पुलिस, दोनों ही टेरर एक्ट्स कर सकते हैं, टेररिस्ट टाइप के एक्ट्स करते भी हैं, हमने सुना है, हमने पढ़ा है. So in good name or bad name, terrorist sort of or terrorizing acts can be undertaken. And I do believe these are very early days, but the market for pencil cells perhaps may have to suffer. There has to be a certain regulation for distribution and sales of such batteries, and I do not know what kind of control mechanisms can be put in place. But as of now, the way things work, it is very, very easy to pull off a terrorist act the way it happened between Israel and Hezbollah, and things can become very, very difficult. And in India, such a thing happening is not very far-fetched. I mean, people have understood how things can happen, and interceptions at various points of supply or any such thing can very easily be undertaken by sympathizers of certain causes, and terror acts can be pulled off. What do you think? Do you think I'm making sense? I do think that in the coming months there is a possibility of such things happening. Call this as fear, as a phobia, or imaginative thinking or creative thinking. But then novel acts or novel acts of terror or novel acts of whatever, right? They depend on imaginative thinking, creative thinking, isn't it? आप बोलेंगे कि creativity को आप गलत नाम दे रहे हैं. I mean, sure. Let's not put terror under the name of creative thinking, but I hope you get the message. And we need to be careful. The government needs to be careful, and something needs to be done about this. I think pencil cell market is going to bring a contingency which will have to be addressed by the market or by the government or by whomever. What do you think? Let me know. But this looks to me a very simple possibility. Let me know and spread this message across in case you find it useful. We need to be careful. We need to be vigilant. Government needs to be careful. Sellers of such gadgets and such batteries and things like that need to be careful. And we need to figure out steps that can be taken to prevent such an occurrence. Let me know your thoughts in the comments or wherever you find this video. Right? Thank you and see you very soon.